What's going on, guys? So quick thing today, do you want to know how to get in a house with zero money down? Check into this video. I'm kind of break down some of the few loan programs that we have here in Louisiana, and most importantly, the longer program for quote unquote first-time home buyers that people say that requires you with 0% down payment. So stay tuned. We're going to jump right into it now. Okay, so without further ado, let's get rolling into it. So the first loan program, which is one of the most common programs around here, is called an FHA. So to kind of break down this program, it is a 3.5% down payment. With that, most houses in the area, it's very common because a lot of houses qualify for that. It's 3.5% down payment, and the credit score is the lowest credit score requirement, and it is a 580. Some lenders are different. Some require 600, just kind of depends on where you go. My lender down here, most of them, they qualify an FHA on a 580. So like I said, that one's very common for whether it's first-time home buyers, people transitioning into new houses. It's mainly common for houses in the in the $200,000, $100,000 price ranges, but have seen it in housing prices above that as well. So that is FHA. Like I said, 3.5% down. It is the lowest down payment amount besides the loan program we'll get into shortly, which is 0% down, but FHA is 3.5% down with a 580 minimum credit. Second program we got, it is conventional program. So this program is the ones where everyone says, oh, I got to have 20% to put down on a house. No, absolutely not. There is no loan program out there that requires you to put 20% down on a house. That is an absolute myth. Conventional is a 5% down payment. And now this one you can, if you want to avoid what we call PMI, which is private mortgage insurance, which is an additional fee that you have to pay monthly. If you put 20% down on the house, you avoid paying that, but you don't have to. You put 5% down for conventional. This loan program is a 620 credit score requirement, so a little bit higher on the credit score. It is normally a little bit higher interest rate as well than the FHAs. But like I said, if you do go the 20% route, which you can, you will avoid the PMI. On FHA, as we just said earlier, if you put 20% down, you still have to do the PMI for a little while of loans. So conventional is 20% down. If you want to avoid PMI, 5% down is the minimum that you can put down on conventional with a 620 credit score. Conventional is one of the more laid back loan types. I say that, in air quotes. The requirements and stuff like that when it comes to like inspections and appraisals are a little bit different than FHA. So conventional is another very popular loan program, especially when it comes to the higher end houses. That's where you see a lot of conventionals. But that kind of explains the conventional and the FHA, kind of the comparison between those two. So we're going to jump into the next program right. So our next two loan programs are both 0% down. So I'm going to reel through the first one, and that is the VA loan program. So what this one is a veterans loan. So you have to be active or former military to receive this loan. So this one is as I said, a 0% down payment and also a 580 credit score requirement. This one, the thing with VA is sometimes it gets a little bit tricky through the process because they have their own underwriters and their own kind of their own department of the loan program, if that makes sense. But like I said, this one is for our veterans and stuff out there. You can get into one with 0% down and a 580 credit score, kind of similar to the FHA when it comes to credit score. So that one's that one. Our second program where you can put zero money down, as I mentioned earlier, is the USDA or the Rural Development Loan. So this program is what everyone claims, and you kind of hear the talk around the first-time home buyers loan, the first-time home buyers program. So that is what this loan is. That's not what it's called. It's called a USDA or a Rural Development, RD, whichever one you want to say is supposed to the same thing. So that one is also a 0% down payment with a 620 credit score requirement. So like I said, some lenders are different on this. Some of them require more, some don't. But ours down here is a 620 credit score requirement. And that one is they are very particular on your DTI, which is what we call your debt to income ratio. They're very particular on that. This one is, there's only a certain amount of money you can have reserved in the bank, and you can only make a certain amount a year to qualify for this loan. You cannot make more than an X amount, and I'd say it, but it changes, and it's changed multiple times. So last time I heard it was 96,000, something like that, that you can't make more of, but like I said, it may be different now. But your USDA or RD is your first time, quote unquote, home buyer's loan, but you don't have to be a first time home buyer to qualify for it either. So that's what's awesome about that. So that one is a 0% down payment with a 620 credit score as well, just like your VA loan is a 580 credit score requirement with a 0% down payment. So that kind of sums up the loan programs that we offer down here. Like I said, there's other ones, there's grants and CAFA Gold programs and stuff like that, but that's kind of your 4 main loan programs that we see a lot of down here. So if y'all don't mind, like this video, would love you to subscribe to the channel. If you like the content, I'm start pushing out way more coming forward, especially to close out this year. So I hope y'all enjoyed the content. See y'all in the next video.